And then get your light, fire risk, and hold your project up to it and just poke and pull. Poke and pull. See? Little poke and pull? Oh, right here. Poke and pull. Poke and pull. And kind of just slice sides if you need to. Just kind of. And we'll sand all this later, so this will look all fine. So, poke and pull. Poke and pull. Okay, the next part we're going to be working on are the spires. And you're actually going to use one full piece for each layer. We're not going to divide it up into two pieces. So the way to start is to just go ahead and lay it on. And go ahead with your fingernail, just kind of emboss that corner. So you kind of have your shape already. And then just do the same thing with the thin layer of glue. And you don't want too much because you don't want it to come through your holes from your punch. And then just put it down, kind of seal it into place. Pull from the top down because we want it to be tight on the top. We don't want it to be poking up. And then just go ahead and just trim off. And then you're just going to start building from that first layer. So you'll take your second one and you're going to do the same thing. And you're going to do it the exact same way all the way up that we did the side pieces. Okay, so now we're ready to add the sides of the houses. And this is not an exact science, but the way that I do it is I just kind of take my corner up, and then once again I'm going to self-emboss. I'm just going to rub right on this edge the best that I can and give myself a little line. And then here you can hopefully see the line. So here now I've got the shape that I need, and I may have to trim it down once I get it cut out. Okay, so trimmed down, glued on, and then I just kind of went to the sides and just kind of smoothed them off. For the front ones, because these actually have a higher pitch, so you're not going to be able to fit this in, the best way to do this is to actually take your spire and hold the paper up and emboss the outer edge, because this is going to give you your angle that you need. And once you get the right angle, then you can just start trimming down. So now I have right here, and then I'll go ahead and trim that down. Okay, so I've trimmed it down, and then on the right hand side, this little edge needs to be cut a little bit more. And then I'll go ahead and glue those two front spires down. Now once you've got your angle, it's really better to go ahead and take a piece of chipboard and make yourself a pattern. This way, as you make more, it's just that much quicker for you. So I've got a medium house front spire with showing me which one the top point is. Okay, now to make the pieces for the chimney, you just need to measure the width and cut a piece of paper that fits it. So the fronts are easy, the sides are more challenging. And the way that I did these was I took the piece of paper that was cut to the size, and I just am pushing it up against, folding it, and then marking kind of where the center is, and you can hold that down and just kind of give it a little snip, and then cutting it at the center, not too far because you can adjust this later, and then I'm just going right to the center from the edge. And then I will go back and test it to see, okay, so it's pretty good. I just need to trim a little bit off my edges and a little bit off my top. And then once you have figured out the right pattern, go ahead once again and trace yourself a pattern so that you have that to use for your next house.